guys! Okay, so today to start out, I want you guys to do me a favor. Do you think you can help me out?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to say 2 different phrases, and I want you guys to get a mental picture in your head and think of the first thing that comes to mind. Don't say it out loud, just think of it in your head, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first one, weightlifting. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. And the second one, weight loss or fat loss.
Yep.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I said weightlifting, is this what you thought of?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the time when we hear weightlifting, we think of big, bulky, strong men like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We think of bodybuilding. We think of the strongest men, that kind of stuff. But a lot of times when I say weight loss, we think of this picture. Is this what you thought of?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty much.
Okay. Why is it that when we think weight loss or fat loss, the first thing that comes to our mind is running on a treadmill or riding a bike or doing cardiovascular activities? What if I told you that you could spend less time in the gym lifting weights and get better results than you would of just doing cardio? Well, today I'm here to convince you that weight training is actually a better option to losing weight than cardio activities. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about muscle mass and how it affects your metabolism, how weightlifting can keep you from injuries, and I'm going to rule out the biggest myth about weightlifting. Okay, so to start out, metabolism. When I was little, I had a really, really skinny brother, and he would eat all the time. He would eat so much. He would open up the fridge, eat everything in sight, and I was a little chubbier. I didn't eat a lot, but everything I ate seemed to go straight to my stomach, or straight to my thighs, or straight to my arms. And I remember getting so mad because my brother could eat so much and never gain a pound. So I remember one time I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, why does Adam eat so much and never lose weight or never gain weight?" My mom said, "Well, because he has a better metabolism." And I'm sure you guys have heard that before. You've heard people throw out the word metabolism. This person has a really good metabolism. They have a really nice body. But what does this mean? Well, metabolism is simply just the rate at which your body burns calories. So you have this thing called a resting metabolic rate, which means if I'm just sitting on the couch, how much is my body burning? How much calories does my body burn in a day if I don't do anything? And the trick is that the more muscle you have, the better metabolism you have. So my brother, because he's a man, men naturally have more lean muscle, so naturally burn more calories than women. Okay, cardio and metabolism. So the thing about cardio is that it heightens your metabolism, but it only heightens your metabolism during that performance. So if I'm on the treadmill for half an hour, my metabolism skyrockets that half an hour, but the second I hop off the treadmill, my metabolism goes back to the normal rate that it was before. So when we do cardio, it focuses on how much you burn in that one period of time. It doesn't carry on to it burning the rest of the day. And so when we do cardio, it mostly just focuses on losing calories and not eating them back. If I run 3 miles and I lose 300 calories, I just have to make sure I don't eat those 300 calories back and I'll lose weight. That's kind of the idea behind doing cardio. Now, lifting and metabolism. Lifting builds muscle, and in turn, it builds momentum outside the gym. So instead of just I have a higher metabolism and I burn more calories while I'm at the gym, it builds muscle so that when I have more muscle, I burn more calories outside of the gym. So this can raise my metabolic rate up to 6 times. And it carries on for 36 hours after you weightlift. So that means that even when I leave the gym, my metabolic rate, I am still burning for 36 hours. I'm still burning more calories than I would if I was just doing cardio. So, and the thing about lifting is that it just targets fat. The thing about cardio is that it breaks down muscle as well as fat. So you're losing muscle in the process. But when you do lifting, it only breaks down fat. It just targets fat. And what does this mean? It means that you can eat more. So instead of just doing cardio and making sure you don't eat those 300 calories, you actually need to eat more when you're lifting weights because your body is burning more, so it needs more energy. So you don't have to stress about not eating that extra piece of cake or not going out to ice cream with friends because your body actually needs that. No more injuries. One of the biggest things about cardio is that it actually causes more injuries than not. I was an avid runner. When I first started getting into shape and losing weight, I thought that the only way to lose weight was by doing cardio. I had to go out and run, I had to do this every day. Well, actually, by running, I used to run 3 miles a day. And by running 3 miles a day, I injured my knee. I actually pulled this muscle right here, and then the tendons and the ligaments in here are stretched. So, from running, my body, this muscle wore down and could not protect itself from getting hurt, so eventually I got hurt. With weight training, it actually makes you stronger. It builds muscle, which makes your body stronger whether you're running, whether you're doing anything. The muscles get stronger so that it doesn't deteriorate, but instead makes you better. It also helps your connective tissues. So the things inside your muscles that help them stay together and help them stay strong actually get better. So if I would have done weight training with my running, my muscle wouldn't have tore because it would have been stronger. So the tendons, also the things that keep your bones together, get stronger. And also your bone density, which as 20-some-year-olds doesn't really matter a lot to us. But as you get older, bone density is really important. You hear a lot of times that older people that have really hollow bones and have arthritis and break bones really easily. But if you weight lift, it actually builds those so that in your later years, you'll have stronger bones and won't be more susceptible to injuries. Okay, just like I said, running cardio will make you weaker. It deteriorates your body by stressing it. It takes fat and muscle, and it makes you more susceptible to injury. Now I'm going to talk about the biggest myth in weight training, especially that I hear from women. I don't want to get bulky. Okay, to the women out there, this is impossible. You cannot get bulky, you cannot get like this. A lot of women think that by lifting weights, they're gonna be men-like bodybuilders, but this is totally impossible. Women have 1/10 the testosterone levels that men have. Testosterone is the hormone, you guys know what testosterone is, but testosterone is the hormone that makes the muscles get bigger. So that men like Arnold and just men in general get the big bulky muscles. That's very impossible for women naturally. Also, if you notice, men eat a lot more than women. So in order to look like that, you would have to be eating probably 3 times the amount you'd eat, which is a lot. And these women use other steroids, supplements, and other unnatural things to get this way, so it is not natural. What is possible, you can lose fat and reshape your body. The thing is, okay, I have 2 things right here. This is a candle, and this is a yoga block. Believe it or not, they are the exact same weight. I weighed them. And the thing is that let's say this is fat and this is muscle. The thing is that in order to look like that, you would have to gain a lot of weight. And the thing with this is that when you weight lift, your fat, which actually is the bulk, shrinks to this. And even though they're the same weight, you actually get smaller. So it actually tightens and reshapes your body to look more attractive in the way you would like it to be. So, also with weightlifting, you can really focus on the areas that bug you. You know, if I don't like my butt, I can do more squats. Or if I don't like my arms, I can, do more of this, or I can do more of that. So it really gives you the possibility to focus on the areas that you don't necessarily like about your body, which is what I really like. So in conclusion, we talked about raising our metabolic rate by building lean muscle mass, preventing injuries, and we ruled out the bulky myth of getting bigger. So I hope I've encouraged you guys to go and weightlift. And even though cardio is great and it's great for your heart, it's not always necessarily better for your body. And weightlifting, I believe, is the best way to getting the body that you want. Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions?
I have a question. Does that mean I should never do cardio?
Does that mean you should never do cardio? No. I think that cardio is a good way to, it's good for your heart. It's good to keep your blood moving, and it's just good for, a lot of people in America and over the world suffer from heart disease, and it's a good way to prevent that. But I don't think it's the best thing to do strenuous cardio every day. Whereas I think that you could do weightlifting every day, whether you do it light or heavy. I think it's a better alternative.
I have a question.
Okay.
When you said more muscle mass means better metabolism, does, actually you said it the reverse, but does better metabolism mean you always have more muscle mass, or do you think there's some genetic predisposition to have a better metabolism?
I don't know, because muscle mass does not always mean big, because there's lean muscle mass. I guess I've never really looked into it. I guess genetics could take a part, but I think for the most part, it really does come down to like the muscles. They play a really big role.
All right.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I've heard that you can get injured lifting weights.
That's a good question.
What's a good way to prevent that?
You can. Just like anything, too much of anything is not a good thing. The thing with lifting is having the proper form and not lifting beyond your means. Like, I'm a woman, so I only lift, I only squat 35 pounds. I'm not going to go in and put 150 on me and expect to be okay. Like, know your limits, know how much you can do, and don't push yourself to an extent, but not too much where you know that you could get injured. And it's also really, really important to know the proper form. To meet with a trainer, to know someone who knows what they're doing to start out is a great way to not get injured.
Would you say stretching is a good thing before weightlifting?
That's a really big controversy, actually. I think it is. I think that stretching that muscle and getting it, even if not stretched, like warmed up in a way so that it's ready. Whenever I lift, I will, like if I'm doing curls, I won't start out with the weight, like the heavy weight. I start out with a light weight just to get it stretched out and warmed up, and that's kind of what helps me. But I do think stretching is important before and after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Good.
All right.